here on your win today. And first off, tell me, I noticed first half you started off, everything was all right, and it's got to a point where they started coming back a little bit. Tell me what had happened there and how did y'all kind of pull away at the end?
Well, I thought the first half we really let them dictate the pace a little bit. I think they're going to slow it down and really grind it out offensively. And we walked the ball up the floor a little bit. We just didn't get our fast break going in the first half, and just felt like with our numbers and our style of play, we really need to pick up a tempo. So second half did a much better job. We really challenged the players to get down the floor and get some easy baskets. We did that and took over the lead.
Alrighty, and in the status of Leslie.
Well, she walked to the locker room. I think it's a sprain, and the doctors are looking at her right now. But you know, she is walking, so that's always a good sign.
And is that in the left or the right leg? Gotcha, no problem. And well, just in general, what was going well today for y'all?
I thought we did a good job on Coley. She ended up with 22. But she was 8 for 30, and that was something we wanted. We knew she'd get her points. We just wanted to make sure we didn't put her on the free throw line an excessive amount, and give her open looks. Danielle Blagg was on her most of the night and really challenged her shots and made it very difficult for her to score.
Alrighty, and I guess Jamie, first off, congratulations on your game today. Tell me what was kind of one of the strengths out there on the floor.
Like Coach said, I think we defended Coley extremely well. And then in the second half, I really thought one of our strengths was getting down the floor and running. I thought we got a lot of baskets in transition. So yeah, I'd say those are two of the biggest strengths today.
And would you say this is kind of a defensive game at some point? Because I noticed I think Tiffany was actually the first player that reached double figures into the second half.
Yeah, I think it was a defensive game. I mean, it wasn't like an excessively high score or anything like that, but that was the focus. We didn't want Coley to go off for 40 points or anything like that, and so we really focused on squeezing and making other players make shots for them.
And Tiffany, I guess talk a little bit about the game today and what was going on for you. What were you excelling at?
Yeah, double. You did get it. All right.
I definitely try to do the two things that Coach tells me to do that I do well, which is run the floor. I got a lot of transition. Jamie saw me run the floor. I definitely tried to rebound. We've been working on rebound a lot in practice, just going for the offensive boards or going even like protecting the defensive boards. So those are two things that definitely went well for me.
And what was anybody? What was kind of their main? Was Coley their main weapon? Would you say, or do they have other means of attack? I guess.
Well, she's definitely their main weapon. I think she's when you've got someone that's scoring 28.5 points a game. I mean, she's the one they're going to go to. We felt like when we took the lead that's definitely where they were going to go at the end of the game. She's taking those threes. But they do have a nice group that they rebound very well. I thought that was something that came across in scouting is that because you give so much attention to Coley, some other players rebound and create off of that, and they did that a lot in the first half too.
Coach, when you first look at the stat sheet, people are going to look at it and see 22 points by Coley. She had a good game, but 8 for 30. And talk about the job your team did. I mean, I know Danielle was matched up with her most of the day, but talk about the job that she did and the team did to really limit her touches.
Well, I think that some of those points were toward the end of the game. But we really did a nice job of making her shots very difficult. She had a tough time shooting over Danielle. Odessa was on her a little bit. And really everyone switched off. There was times that Tiffany Dale would guard her. But we did a nice job of challenging every shot and trying to just give her one because she is a very good rebounder. When you've got someone that's that potent on offense, you've got to give them a lot of attention. And I thought the team did a nice job defensively. Completely different kind of game plan than we had against Florida Atlantic, where they have 5 shooters. This is one that they had one that really wanted to score.
Tiff, obviously, look at the stat sheet: 46 rebounds to 34. Talk about the way you guys were able to control the boards out there and really limit second touches. Excuse me.
I mean, we go into practice every day working on a rebound. It's something that we're definitely getting better at. I know Dada has been a beast on the board, so she definitely motivates me to also box out my girl and get the rebound. So it's just something that we've been doing a lot better on as each game goes on.
And Jamie, we talk about, obviously Coley's just the headlines with the 22 points, but your team had 4 players with double digits, and he helped distribute the ball. Sometimes team versus individual wins out kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, that's why our team is very difficult to play against. We have, 5, 6 different people that could score double digits every night. And so for an opponent, that would be very difficult to guard. And so I would rather a team like ours than a one-man team, because like you saw today, Coley went 8 for 30, but they lost. So.
One thing I'd like to say is I thought we had great contributions from everyone. Courtney Latham, we really challenged her to rebound, and she had 7 rebounds, 6 assists and 1 turnover. I mean, that's a really good game for a freshman. I thought she came in and gave us some real steady play. So the nice thing is to see Courtney and Leslie, improving as this team improves and getting the experience that these guys have, and I think that's going to make us a lot more difficult to play when it gets to the conference tournament.
Coach, 4 straight wins. You got a week till you play again. How important is to keep the momentum going and also have time to potentially lick some wounds a little bit?
We're probably the last team to get a bye week, and I think we really need it. I thought our players the last 4 games have really been intense. Practices have been better than they've been really all conference season, and they're very focused. So I think that we need this week. I think we need to rest, catch up in the classroom. We've traveled quite a bit, and this will be a good week for us to tweak some things that we need to before we go to UAB.
All right, Coach, appreciate it. Thanks, ladies.
Thank you.